Hello friends, welcome back to this modern JavaScript series. Now that we know about objects to store the keyed collection or key value pairs and arrays for storing ordered collection like a similar type of data or maybe a different set of data into a single array. But that is not enough for the real life. That is why we have a map data structure in JavaScript. There is also one more data structure known as a set, but we will see it in a later video. So map basically is a collection of keyed data items just like an object. So why we call it as a map? Why we are not calling it as an object? But there is one main difference between object and map, which is map allows keys of any type. If you remember, while we create object property or object key, basically object does not allow you to create a number value as a key or as a property or a boolean value as a key. You can only create a key of strings, but in map you can actually create any type of keys. Let me show you the example here. So first of all, I will create, let's say let map equals to, and the syntax is very similar to creating an array, but here we have to invoke the constructor function using the new operator. So that way you can create map. Here I have created map equals to new map. So there are many ways to insert the keys or values to it. So let me show it to you. Map dot set. So these are the methods available. So we will use set method first of all, and I'll give you one example. Let's say I'm adding 1 and the value I will add as a number 1. So and if I run this console.log, if I print this map, let us see how it displays. So just open the terminal, type node 04 expert level and then 37. So you can see map and it shows the size of the map and what are the values available. 1 equals to 1. So that is how it stores the values. It is similar to object, but you can store any sort of types here as a key. So let me display it. Let me show you. So if I save this and if I run this again, you can see 1 1. So that way, and if I set something like this 1, right? So if you log this out, you can see I have two different entries inside my map. So that is how you can add any sort of data type. You can use any sort of data type as a key. So if I write true here, you can set true as well. Okay, and I'll type here boolean, and let me just clear this first. And if I run, you can see all sort of keys you can store here. That is the main difference, and that is why we need map here. So we will see some of the methods available to map. So let's say we have seen the set method to set certain values. There is another method get, where we can get the values. Let's say I pass through here, and if I console log this entire thing, so we will find the boolean as a answer. So to access any key from object, it has a different syntax, but in map we have a different syntax. We have to use the get method. So that is how you can access the value of any key. It is sort of a dictionary, you can say, or a hash map, if you relate to any other language. So that is there. You can also use hash. So if you check here, map dot hash method is there. If I run this, it will return me whether this key is there or not. Let me type something like this. So string true is not inside my map. So if I run this, you can see it prints false. So that is what has method does. And if any of the value is not there, so get method will return undefined. Let me just show it to you. So if I run this, it will returns the undefined value. So that is one part. And if I write, you can delete a key as well. So let me go back to the boolean true here. And if I do that, and let me just put it earlier, and I'm logging the entire map. So let me just copy this. Yeah. So initially I'm printing the map, then deleting the true key, and then again printing the entire map. And clearing this console. If I run this, you can see earlier I have three values inside my map, and now I have only two entries. So I can delete using this delete method. There is one more method you can use. I'll just show you. So if you write clear, it will clear the entire map object. So you can see the entire map has been cleared out. And there is one more property you can use. Let me show you. Dot size, I think. Yeah, dot size. So it is a property. It will return a value, the length of the map entries. So it returns me the size. And you can do all sort of things. Let me show you one more thing. Dot keys is again another method we have into maps. So if I run this, it will give me the iterator. It will return me the iterator. So iterator we will see later how we can write our own iterator and all those stuff. So it basically gives you the keys. So you can loop through the map as well. So I'll show you how we can loop through the map. Basically map methods are chainable. So whatever I am setting here are individual, right? So I can do this. If I write something like this, if you have seen jQuery, we can basically write something like this, map then set. So this method returns me the map itself, and I can again set onto, and I can go on as many entries I want. I can do that. So if I run this, it will give me the same output. Correct. So that is how it is a chainable. So we have keys as well as we have values method. If you can see, it will return you only values. Earlier we have seen the keys, so it will now return the values. So let me show you one more thing here for loop, and how can we write or iterate over each. Okay, so key of, I can write something like this, map dot keys. So that way I have access to each key, and I want to console log each value, right? So if I want to console log, I can use get method, and I have to pass the key. So it will get the key. So let me just run this, and first I'll clear this out. And if I run this, you can see one string boolean, all these values has been printed. And if I try to print, I'll just use the string literal here. Sorry, I'll just use this syntax. And if I do this, and if I save and run this again, you can see key value has been printed. So that is how you can iterate over any map data structure or map variable. You can also use values here. I am iterating using keys. So now my keys becomes my values, right? So I cannot get map.get. So I have to remove this. Otherwise I'll get the undefined. Let me show you. So it will give me the undefined, but the both the keys are same. That's why first has been provided the value, but this is the correct way, and I can change this name as a value, so that way you can understand it. So that is how you can iterate over. And there is one more way you can do this. So we have entries. I mean, these are map has the entries, right? So if I do this, if I type something like this, and I can give item here, and if I remove this part, let me just show it to you, item, and check what happens here. So if I run, you can see it gives me the key value, key value, key value, key value as an array. So key, then value. So this is what if you iterate directly using this for of loop over map, it will give you the key value as this is giving me, right? So that is how this map works. So let me show you one example here, that if you want to convert an existing map into an object, how can you do that? So we have object dot from entries. So let me just comment this out. So I am creating map from this syntax here, and I am adding certain properties here. And if I do this console.log, and I have one special method with object from entries. You can use this method. It is available under object class. It is a static method, and you can pass map. And let me show you what happens here. I'll just clear this out. So if I run this, you can see the entire map has been converted into an object, but you are seeing only two properties. If you remember, our map has three different entries here. First one is numeric one as a key and value one, then set one, string one, true, and boolean, right? So if you see here, my first entry goes as a string one, then the one value has been overwritten by the string one. That's why this object is not that suitable for such kind of requirements. If you want to create any type of key, then you have to use map. So that is why we need maps. So let me show you one more method available under maps. So we have entries, which basically returns you the array as a key value, as I have shown you while doing the for loop. So let me just run this. You can see that. So we can see the entries as a part of iterables, right? So that is one method available into map. I hope you have learned something new from this video, and it is a very new operator, or not operator, it is a new data structure in modern JavaScript. Many people are confused how can we use it, or how can we use in real life scenarios. So basically the main difference is this: when you create any sort of key, any data key or any type of key, it basically map can handle that very easily. But in case of objects, it is not suitable. It will basically convert whatever key you pass or property into string, and then it will hold the value. But in case of map, it holds the numbers, any sort of key you can create. So that is the main difference between map and objects. Please like and share this video, and also subscribe this channel, and press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.